afternoon to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Returning from his end zone is Ty Johnson. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. To the right side, this is Taylor. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. McDonald. That's caught by his tight end, Kylan Granson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. They'll run with Taylor. The ball is free. Taylor lost it, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Brown has the first down and much more. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might well go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Play action. It's McDonald. Sliding out of the pocket. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Here's McDonald to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. It's taken to the 26. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They are coming off the game last week, which a very interesting game in Charles. Ultimately, it ended in a tie.
And that's difficult on teams because, let's face it, Brandon, they just don't know how to react. I mean, who does? Did you win? No. Did you lose? No. Because when you win, you jump up and down. Life's good. When you lose, you set your face in that stone look so that you show that you weren't hurt. I think it's one of those things that at the end of the year you find out just how you're supposed to feel about that tie. Did it help you or hurt you in the standings? then you'll know where you really should have felt that game.
It's Xavier Rhodes there in on the stop. 2nd down and 7. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
From midfield, here's Brady. And that will be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago. Their 2nd straight victory. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. William Golston just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Throwing is McDonald. Flush to his right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Well, young quarterback Charles rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point put through by Succop, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. The return man, Ty Johnson. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Drop deep, drop deep. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Out of the gun, McDonald. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else.
And we talk so much from a defensive perspective about scheming and finding ways to take away the run. That means the offense has to devise different ways to get the ball in the hands of their guy out of the backfield. Find open space, let him run, and big things can happen, and they did right there.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Taken from about the 12. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get it to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Uses the stiff arm, and he is out of bounds inside the 35. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Fournette running out of the gun. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively, they rally quickly after the broken tackle. Tyquan Lewis makes the stop. 2nd and 8. Now Brady. This one out left to the tight end, Burton. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
On 1st down, Brady. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
On 2nd and 10, Brady connecting with Burton here over the middle. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Here's Brady. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Trey Burton. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Suckup, and it's now 21-7. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Shaquille Barrett there pushing upfield to make the stop.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
McDonald sets to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
To throw on 2nd down. McDonald escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Looking to throw. McDonald. Forced out to his left. Throw going to be caught left side here by Granson. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 23 yards, the final tally.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Second down and 8.
Single, slot.
Back to throw. McDonald. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Looking to throw. McDonald flushed out right. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Xavier Rhodes makes the tackle.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The final shot before half for Brady. And this will be incomplete. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Brady now on first down. Completes it to the tight end, Burton. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Brady. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Being chased, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Shaquille Barrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball, safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
They go play action with McDonald. And that's caught by the tight end, Granson. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, McDonald looking for Campbell downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Back to throw. McDonald eluding the pressure right. And this one's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Ready?
to throw on third down. McDonald. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Devin White gets to him well behind the line of scrimmage. That is a loss of 17 yards. Blankenship's kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them. Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive. I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game. Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Quiddy Pay able to record his 5th sack of the season. Another try after the first down sack. Brady, he's going deep for Brown. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. That grab another career milestone for him. 900 career catches now. All right, the applause is beginning, right? The applause is going on. That puts him just outside the top 20 all-time in the NFL. Next in his sights at 903. Wes Welker. Rarefied air. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And incomplete on the deep ball. It's not a bad idea, not at all. You've got a bunch of defenders reeling a little bit back on their heels after just giving up a big play. You take another shot and hope to complete it. In this case, though, it falls incomplete. To throw on 2nd and 10. Brady. Again for Evans. This time he's got him. And down inside the 15 he goes. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off. From the 9, 2nd and 5. Again, it's Jones. A beautiful fake. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys. Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. Flush to his right. And it's caught. Touchdown. Trey Burton, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Bucs are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point put through by Succop. And the lead is up to 18 now. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Now here's Johnson. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And they open the lead up now to 25. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Returning it, Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. From the gun, it's McDonald. He's got Granson, his tight end. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. Looking downfield for Godwin. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down inside in. He's 15-yard line.
First down, Buccaneers.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Brady. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10. A give to Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On play action, now Brady. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucks. Mike Evans, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bucks appear to be headed to a 9-1 start as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point put through by Succop, and that will extend this big lead. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. On 1st and 10, McDonald. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 28 yards. On 1st down, McDonald. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's taken down inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Looking to throw. McDonald. Going to throw right side here. Complete. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 23-yard line.
Watch the pass.
Back to throw again. Over the middle. Hauled in by Campbell. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another 1st down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new...
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and that will cut this lead down to 25. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. They'll try to run some clock now with Jones. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away.
Yeah, let's get sacked.
2nd and 5 now. Brady. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. In on the sack, the former Buckeye, Tyquan Lewis. So Brady and the Bucs need to work a little magic. 3rd and long after that last sack. Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. On the return, Johnson. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. McDonald. He's going to let it fly. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Finding some room at midfield. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Throwing on 1st down. McDonald. Campbell making the catch. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. One final shot. They'll look to throw. One last shot at the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on